young company. It was established in the last quarter of 2008 in the United States. We have a wholly owned subsidiary in Europe. We're operating in the antibody space. We have developed 3 sets of antibodies against melanoma, against prostate cancer, and against ovarian carcinoma. Our target is to develop first the ovarian and prostate antibodies for the early diagnosis of those diseases. After that, we'll use the antibodies to produce imaging agents and then therapeutic agents of cancer. The immune system is creating antibodies as a defense mechanism against invading substances like viruses and bacteria. Against each virus or bacteria, the immune system makes tens of thousands of antibodies. Each and every one of those antibodies is called a monoclonal antibody, or for short, MABs. We can produce this process in a laboratory, and then we can create highly specific antibodies against cancer. If one has to compare antibodies to chemotherapy, the comparison is in a sense unfair because chemotherapy is unspecific. What I mean unspecific? The targets that are used for chemotherapy appear both on cancer cells as well as normal cells. Therefore, there's competition between the effect of the drug on the disease and on the patient. Oftentimes it can kill the patient, sometimes it can kill the disease. In antibodies, when you make specific antibodies that are targeting only cancer cells, you do not expect to have any adverse reaction. Therefore, it's supposed to be much more efficient and much more targeted. We have 3 sets of antibodies against melanoma, ovarian cancer, and prostate cancer. With the melanoma sets of antibodies, we plan to use this to identify the target, the antigen, against which the antibodies act. It's important to know those antigens because it can develop as a future target for drugs and for diagnostics. The other 2 sets, the prostate cancer and ovarian cancer antibodies, will be used for diagnosis of early cancer in those diseases. This is a major problem, and we think there is a need to fill this void with an effective early diagnosis. There's no diagnostic test on the market for very significant cancers like ovarian cancer and prostate cancer. We have a breakthrough platform technology that have produced antibodies that recognize those diseases. These can be used for the diagnosis of this cancer, the early diagnosis. This represents a multi-billion-dollar market. Furthermore, this platform strategy can be used for creating imaging agents and therapeutic agents against these cancers and other cancers.